What's happening, peoples? What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right. Monday magic.
Take that thing down so you can see us. What is happening, everybody? I'm here with my G host, the OG host, the ghost, the man who's hanging with me, making sure if I get kicked off, y'all don't get kicked off. You see what I'm saying? We got us a great show for you tonight. This guest is returning. He's been here before a few times, a few more times. I've been in his place a few times. Some of you already know Mr. Vera, some of you may not. But if you're not familiar with the art of Samuel, you need to go check this out, man, because besides the fact of the new stuff that we're going to be talking about, my co-host ain't really in the know on some of the older stuff. So we might jump a little bit of duty at you, just saying.
All right.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome our friend, Mr. Sam Vera.
What's up? What's going on? What's up, Pops?
It's all action, man. You know, look, there's a whole bunch of stuff Sam does that I left out. We got Forbidden. He does an awesome show called Catch the Craze with my boy George. Dante's boy George, you know. He loves that dude, man. He's got the bands. What can I tell you? You know. What's up, Sam? How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I just ran right in. I just pulled up in front of the house and ran right in. Coming right up for work. So I'm excited. That
awesome,
this
is the launch week for Cosmic Wars. So I'm excited.
Glenn is in the chat. Real quick, before Glenn runs away, I gotta ask him a question real quick. Glenn, would you be okay if I had a friend of mine do a little animation creation with your CRoM short? Would that be cool with you? Just say yes or no in the chat, and I'll let you know how it turns out if you're down with it. But yeah, we are here to talk about Cosmic Wars, which is a creation of Sam's that he's doing cross promotion with some of our people, which is really cool because spread the word, man. You got to cross promote. You got to get in front of other people's fan bases with your stuff. We all love comics, right? Okay, so you take your comic and you throw it over there in front of Lori's fan base, and you might pick up a few people.
Oh yeah,
this works, man, and we try to do this all the time.
Absolutely.
This is what I'm saying. The one that you sent me, the CRoM crossover. If I could. I'm asking if you'd be okay with me doing it in animation form. That's what I'm asking. Would you be okay with that? So we haven't got the ash cans out yet, but I'm doing a couple of them in animation form instead. And just to see how they turn out. You know, you're down? Cool. All right. I will try to see if we can get that one done too. Sorry, Sam. I don't get. The dude jumps into Lori's chat and then he's gone. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's like, come back. You, because he always jumps in and says, Lori, run.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. Cool. All right. There you go. I'm always trying to get stuff done, man. I'm always trying to come up with new stuff. You know how it is.
Absolutely.
You know. So you got new stuff, but I want you to give if you have something handy, I want you to show Ghosty a little bit of duty. Show him a few of the different duties that people have drawn for you real quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't have it ready for him, but I can go over to the side. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Here goes Glenn right there. Sam, run! See, I want everybody to run away from us. But yeah, man, this is how we do it. Hello to everybody checking us out over on Pilled. Welcome to the show. If you're watching on Rumble, wherever, you know, thanks for watching. We got you right now on Lori's YouTube.
Nice.
Path of the Pale Rider Facebook group, as well as NEM's Facebook and NEM's X. We got you all over the place. But Sam, you should add your own destinations to this show, just because, you know.
how do I do that? Anyway, I'm trying to show the covers. I'm gonna have to take off the background.
Yeah, I know those screens do not like us to show off covers, man.
Yeah.
You notice that we can't show off nothing with a green screen going behind us.
No, I'm in my gym. So here
There you go.
This is a cover for Designated My Toilet. Number one, this is an homage to a Ninja Turtles cover. This was a original cover by Marco DeFio. Yes, he did this. In fact, if you join me tomorrow on Cast Craze podcast, I'm doing a cover reveal for a cover he's doing for Cosmic Wars tomorrow night on the show. And this is another cover by an artist, a fantastic artist that did this for Doodie as well.
Love it.
Those are some of the covers that I have for Designated My Toilet.
I totally love Doodie.
All the rest of the covers are up on that wall.
Yeah. And you've had so much fan art, and so many people have drawn Doodie, like Lou draws Doodie, you know.
Lou Pons has done amazing Doodies. I wish I had it there, but I don't have it there. She's done amazing. I mean, I've had so many people: Daphne Lage, Lou Pons, Hector Rodriguez. Geez, so many. I think it was at least 15 different artists did their versions of Doodie.
Yeah. And Doodie's just a fun little guy. He's just hanging in your toilet. Don't worry about it.
Yes. Doodie is. Hey, what's up, Glenn? Doodie is. Doodie is my kindred spirit. But Gorf has been with me since I was a kid. So Doodie came when I was in my late teens, or early 20s. Doodie came to me, but Cosmic Gorf I created when I was 12 years old. So he's the first actual comic character I ever created.
All right. And that is Cosmic Wars Guardian of the Arthenian Star.
Yes.
That's where you've gotten to now. Look, man, it was Doodie, and then it was Forbidden, which, I mean, these are still storylines.
Yeah, Forbidden that just fulfilled. Forbidden is a fantasy. I wrote that when I was a teenager as well. So Forbidden is an epic fantasy series about a race of people that lived underground. They were cursed to live underground for centuries, and the world has evolved around them, to modern day world, but they still primitive. And the series started off with the son challenging his father about the curse, and the father imprisons his son, and the son commits the ultimate sin. And escapes the caverns and goes to the surface, triggering a series of events. So it's a full standalone omnibus, 160 plus pages. I just fulfilled it. Everyone's gotten I had a hardcover edition, a soft cover. In fact, let me show you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make him big again. Here we go. Check out that gym. This dude works out, yo.
Oh yeah.
Hi, what do you got?
This is what happens when you're running home from work. Here's the soft cover edition, the Forbidden. It's a nice thick book, and it's a wraparound cover for the soft cover edition, and then there's the hardcover edition for Forbidden, which is pretty sweet. Nice big book. I also have the gold foil trading card pack. Also have the Forbidden book bag. And I also have like the Forbidden, if you love puzzles, got the 300-piece Forbidden puzzle set.
That was a puzzle?
Yeah, man. And all of it will be available on my website. The website's being redesigned right now, reimagined. And so the new website will launch in April. And all of the Forbidden stuff will be available there.
Oh, there you go. Seen them. Started reading Forbidden yesterday. There you go.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So Forbidden, I created that. So, it was a standalone series from start to end. It's out of my system. I'm working on getting that distributed into stores this year. And Doodie is an ongoing series. Issue 8 comes out this summer. And so we'll continue off with that series right after this launch of Cosmic Wars.
Cool, man. How's it feel to have like a childhood, dream of this character and this art come to life later in life and just be more than you expected? Because it looks fantastic, actually. So how's it feel, man? How's that feel?
I think it feels like growing up with a family member. You know, it feels like, just like your close friend. You know, when I brought up, George would ask me about Cosmic Gorf over and over again. When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? As I was doing Doodie. And Cosmic Gorf, I released it as a comic book back in 2003 under my imprint Crazy Comics. It was my breakout into the comic game. And it had a really great reception, a lot of great critic reviews. It did really well. I never continued the series, and because I started doing Doodie. And then I always wanted to go back to the series. So last year was an interesting year because there were highs and lows, a lot of highs and lows with the comics, with the conventions, with everything. And George asked me again about Cosmic. And so I went and I opened up the old scripts and the old sketchbook and some of the storyboards that I had. And I just started sketching again. And I said, you know what? I got to do it. You know what? I'm going to put everything on pause. I got Forbidden done. It's done. I got to introduce, because we all know tomorrow's not promised. So I have to be able to get it out there, right? So I said, let me get it out now while I still can. And once I started drawing, I was in beast mode, and I just couldn't stop. And I just kept on, and I revised the script, and the entire thing is reimagined. And in fact, because I got so immersed into it, I started adding new characters to the series, and really drilling into the backstories, and this introduction of Cosmic Wars is going to be my best work ever. But it's also, I always say it, and you hear me all the time talk about how much fun I have drawing with Doodie. With Cosmic Wars, it just feels like, when you're a kid and it's after school and your best friend comes with his bicycle and you get on your bikes and you just go riding and you don't know where the hell you're going and you're gone for hours. And that's what it feels like. Cosmic Wars feels like I'm with my buddy just riding a bike, going on an adventure together. Nobody knows where you are. There's no cell phones. There's no Apple phones and Androids. There's none of that stuff. It's just two bikes, some 25 cents juices and some bag of chips, and it's just having fun.
Some cards on the spokes, man.
Yeah, man.
And see, that's the whole thing. When we were kids, it was like that. Don't come home till it's dark. Get the hell out.
Yeah,
get out of
the house.
That was your parents. Leave. They were like, get out of my house. Go outside and play. Go learn stuff.
Come back and my socks are orange from playing on the construction sites, and the pants are ripped from falling down. It's like, but it was the best. It was the best, and then you couldn't wait till the next day to do it after school again. Yeah.
So what part of this? So I say you say you was sketching and you was writing, and so you do it all. You do the whole thing. I mean, what part don't you do besides maybe the publishing?
For Cosmic Wars, I do everything.
Everything.
So with Disney in My Toilet and Forbidden, George did the lettering. And for Disney in My Toilet, I did everything but the lettering. For Forbidden, I wrote the story. I did not illustrate Forbidden. I had two fantastic interior artists and an amazing cover artist do that book. But for Cosmic Wars, because there's a specific style and look, even with the word balloons and everything that I have to protect with this project. And so it's the first time I'm not using George, because George has lettered all my books. I'm doing it all myself. So and I'm having the best of times. So when I'm done with the page, I go straight into lettering. So I go from concept to inks to flats and color rendering, and then I letter it, put it aside, go on to the next one. So from start to finish.
Awesome, man.
Would you like to show your sign-up page?
Yeah.
Let's see some stuff, man.
I gotta pull it up first.
Well, I mean, that way you can control what you're talking about as opposed to me just scrolling through like a moron.
Yeah. So me sure.
Now, there's one thing that if Carrie shows up in the chat, there's kind of become a tradition on the show. But it's only for Carrie, basically. But she loves to have Ghost Pepper read the synopsis of a story.
Yeah.
She wants to hear it in that southern twang or what. Yeah. I don't know what it is. But if she shows up in the chat, don't be surprised if she says something about it.
Just make sure it's big enough I can read it. That's all I ask. All right, here we go.
So this is the landing page. This is a sign up page for Cosmic Wars. There are 2 covers by me, which is on that page, and then there's a variant cover that was done by Lou Pons, which was an homage to Frank Frazetta, which is fantastic. And then Marco DeFilio's cover I'm revealing tomorrow.
Now, if some of you don't recognize that name, Marco DeFilio, Marco's the one that was doing Path of the Pale Rider in the beginning.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So he did an amazing piece cover, a limited edition cover, because it's only going to be available on the Kickstarter. So that's going to be pretty dope. This is a scene from the book. That's Captain M3, and I'll give you a little history of the story in a minute. This was a quote that I received from Paul Dale Roberts, who used to run a website called I forgot the name of the website. I'll remember in a second. But he did a lot of reviews, and he said Rod Stoley once said that some of his Twilight Zone episodes came from his imagination. If he was still alive and could read Cosmic Wars, he would blink in amazement. I thought that was one of the most amazing quotes for the series. And here's one of the covers, and this is the main cover, cover A. And then for everybody who backs on day 1, I don't know why that's missing from there. I don't know why this is phased out. Let me try to do it again. Why is that phased out? Let me refresh. I don't know why this is phased out.
Kickstarter's always being stupid. You never know. They might have said, oh, the AI went, oh my God, there's something there that isn't really there.
That's crazy. No, that's actually a 4-inch sticker. It's a Cosmic Guardian sticker. So everybody who pledges on day 1, physical backers, will get this 4-inch sticker. And in fact, I got it right here, and I'll hold it up. So.
Yeah, give us that image. Let's see.
So this is
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes. So look how big this thing is. Yeah. So everyone will get this who backs on the first day, physical backers, as a thank you for backing the campaign. And then anybody who pledges at 25 or up will get that exclusive Cosmic Gorf trading card. And then if 10 people back Cosmic Wars and back the same 10 people back Space Monkeys, they will get this print that I did, which is a crossover of Gorf and Space Monkeys. So everybody on my campaign, all physical backers, will get that print if at least 10 back both the campaigns. So 10 can unlock this for everybody.
And that's with this guy right here, Nemesis.
Yes.
That's where I've seen this. Yeah, that's where I've seen this on his campaign.
Yeah.
No, I've seen this.
And then these were original designs from 2000, 2003, original sketches from back then. That's when I would do everything on 11x17 storyboard, Bristol boards. And so these are original sketches from then, concept designs. And the characters have evolved since. And then there it is. If you back Space Monkeys, just click that link, and then there's Laurie Calcaterra's Path of the Pale Rider right below, which has had a successful launch. But so
ass on her launch, dude. She was funded in 12 hours.
I know, fantastic. It was fantastic. But yeah, so basically the premise behind Cosmic Wars is there was this big battle. So that everyone in the universe is after the Arthenian star, right? And it's this powerful gem that gives you complete supremacy over the universe. And so the protection of it falls in the hand of the kingdom of Crystallia, which is led by Princess Reina, who by proxy, because her father fell in the great battles, she became the heir to the throne, and there's never been a female ruler. So she has that against her because she has members in other factions that are not very supportive of a female. But Gorf, who is the ultimate hero, he was a protector of the kingdom, but he wasn't there to save the king who fell at the hand of the great battle. So he went into exile, self-inflicted exile, because he felt like he let the kingdom down. But now the powers that be, Zarkanar, who's this big pirate overlord, and Lord Evil, who wants total domination, are after, and they know that they're vulnerable now because of the fact that there's a female that no one wants to follow. And then Captain M3, who is the head of the protection for the kingdom, is frustrated and with the fact that she wants Gorf. She's trying to find Gorf, and he doesn't. He's like, we don't need them. We can keep this protected. So there's an internal conflict there. So this book starts off with her risking everything to go off to find him. And he's in a sector of the universe which is extremely dangerous, and he's on an extremely volatile planet. And so she risks everything to go off to find him, and she needs him in order to protect the Athenian star from falling in the wrong hands.
Sweet.
I like it. I like it. I like that there's internal conflict. A lot of people don't have that in their makeup of their story, where everybody gets along good. If they're on the same side, they all get along just fine. And it's like,
yes, yes.
No, it's just not that way. There's always going to be some kind of, I don't agree with the way you're going to do that, or the way you did that, or
yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's part of interspecies interaction.
Yeah.
I don't want to say human, because they ain't human. But all species are going to have that kind of stuff, unless they're bulk. Shit, even Vulcans had that kind of stuff, which is really illogical.
Yeah.
Brandon likes it. Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
You know the art's going to be good. I love the style that you bring to these. And this is an all ages book.
It is all ages, and it's a little maybe like 10 and up because of the blasters and all that stuff. Is a little different from Doodie, but it's definitely.
Hey, I got a 10-year-old that has a video game where it's Kill Grandpa.
Oh, but then
they ain't worried about blasters anymore, bro.
There you go.
It's Kill Grandma, Kill Grandpa. I don't even know what the game is, but I heard him saying it. Him and his friend are playing, and he's like, "Oh, we got to kill Grandma," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Don't worry, we're gonna kill Grandpa too." And all right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see this the things that influenced me as a kid. I grew up with Fraggle Rock. Right. And so you can see the influence with Fraggles, right? The look of his snout. I grew up with like the Dark Crystal. I watched a television series called Too Close for Comfort, where the father was a comic strip artist. He had a character called Cosmic Cow. That's how I came up with Cosmic Gorf. I was like, I want my own cosmic character, right? And so it was all those influences as a kid, that, when I look back at the journey, I realized, I was a big fan of Alf, big fan of Marvin the Martian, all these things. And so Gorf, when I originally drew him when I was 12 years old, his name wasn't Gorf, he was scrungy, and he looked nothing like the way he does now. He evolved over time. I started, and it was because of that show, Too Close for Comfort. I started fleshing out his story and started telling his backstory. I realized the design that I did, it didn't look anything like the persona that I gave him. So he evolved over time, and to the look that you see today.
All right, I got a question. Has anybody drawn Doodie as Alf for you?
No one's drawn Doodie as Alf.
Really?
Yeah. I've drawn Doodie with Alf.
Yeah, but like Alf is your dude. You love Alf and Doodie. Everybody's drawn Doodie as everything.
Yeah.
He's been pirated. He's been everything.
Yeah.
I want to see Doodie as Alf.
Yeah. I think
Doodie's, or whatever you want to call it.
Doodie's taken over. He's become 250 characters so far.
Yes,
He's the ultimate cosplayer.
That's what I mean. It's awesome, dude. Yeah. I love that kind of stuff, man, where it just grows out of just love.
Yep. Organic growth.
That's the thing. And I think that's the part, because we all know this is a game that we choose to play in. It's not easy, right? It's not for the faint of heart, and you gotta love it. And I'm at my best when I'm sitting behind my draft table and I'm just creating, and because I get to escape and create worlds, escape this crazy world that we're in. And create a universe of my own, right? And tell stories for characters that we're giving life to. And that's that's the best part of it, and it's also the best form of therapy for me.
Yeah, yeah. And and like, look, you're having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I see you, you look like you're having a good time, no matter whose show you're on, whether it's your own or you're pimping your stuff on somebody else's show. You're having a good time, and that. Look, guys, that's what it's all about. If you're doing this and it ain't no fun,
get out.
You're probably not in the right biz. Go find the things you love and do stuff in those areas. I've been trying to put together this ash can collection for a long time, right? And a couple people that wanted to be part of it, just like kind of they slow played me, and I just don't have the enough to make the whole volume, right?
Right.
But I do have a friend that's doing animation. He's going to take one of them,
nice,
and do it. We're going to see how it looks. Now I'll probably have him do Glenn's too.
Yeah.
But to be particular, I have to be real particular about Hatch has to be solid.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're playing in somebody else's playground, you know what I mean? What you're doing has to be solid. It has to be good.
Yes.
Or, I mean, because you don't want to make somebody's stuff look less than it is.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to make it look way, way better, but don't never make it look way, way worse.
Yeah. I mean, I just did a cover for an up and coming indie art creator that's releasing a book. They commissioned me to do a cover, and I dropped everything I was doing, and to make certain that one I represent my signature style, but I complement their characters, and it's easily that person's fans will recognize the character, right? So I want to stay true to the DNA of the character, but true to my art style, and merge the best of both worlds, right? So because he's a paying client, I have a responsibility. So I put everything aside. I didn't want any distractions. Just to make sure that I took care of the client, and then once it was done and everything was approved and done, I can go back to my work. I didn't want to do bits and pieces.
And that's another thing. Like, when there's a lot of people out there that just take on work and take on work, on work, and then a deadline gets missed. And you get behind. You took on too much. Keep your order.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Any work you've taken on, if you took on a job from Sam, and then a few days later, you took on a job from Glenn, do Sam's job first.
Yep.
And tell Glenn,
yeah,
hey, I'm working on this thing for Sam. When I'm done, I will get on to that. Don't bullshit people about I can get 1 million things done in the next 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's other people can do that job and get it done in time for them.
Yeah. It's like, it was like the cover that I did for the Doodie mashup with Psycho Sal. Right. So I did that mashup. He gave me 2 months to do it. I knocked it out in 7 days. I locked myself up. I sent them some roughs, approved the roughs. I did the flats and all that. I approved the flats. Boom. I wanted to make sure that I put everything aside to get it done. So, and I think that's the biggest thing. It's always good to be busy, but it's never good to compromise when you have a client, because the client is just as important as your own project. And so you want to always make sure you do that, because it's your name and it's your brand. You're your own brand. And so people talk. And if you're going to, shortchange somebody, it's going to get out quick and you're not going to get much work.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, look, I get it. Okay. Somebody like Mike Barron came along and they're like, dude, I want you to do a cover for me, but I need it right now. Okay. He's probably going to pay you really well.
Right.
And the question is, who are you going to back burner?
Something's going to give. Something's going to give.
Right? Who are you going to back burn? If you're going to back burn somebody, back burn your own stuff and make sure the people that you owe deadlines to get their stuff by the time they're supposed to, right? It's like, I mean, man, I've had to back burner my own stuff a bunch of times because I just have other stuff to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to be just working on CRoM stories and doing my own thing, right? But I got a network to build so that everybody's stuff gets that same kind of promotional help that mine does.
Yeah.
I just want this whole thing. I want all you to succeed. I want this whole thing to blow up into something that people actually benefit from.
Absolutely.
You know? It's all work from every direction. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know. But I would never put, my stuff before a paying. Like, look, right now I'm proofreading a book for Chris, right? I was halfway through Nem's The Long Game, which I was just reading for fun. But then I got Chris's book in the mail, and it's like, okay, this is work.
Yeah.
I'm reading this now. I'm proofreading this now. When I'm done with this, then I'll go back to finish Nem's book, right? Work comes first.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah.
Even before my own enjoyment. I really like Nem's book, but proofreading Chris's book takes precedent.
Yes.
Over my enjoyment. I'm not saying I'm not enjoying the hell out of Chris's book. Don't get me wrong. It's really good. Both these books are awesome. Just like everything that you do, man. Talk about Forbidden a little bit, if you want to.
What means Forbidden? It's I created a Forbidden. I knew when I created Forbidden that I wasn't going to draw it, because at that time I was drawing Cosmic Wars, and then I started doing Doodie. And so I kept Forbidden in my archives until I met the right artist. His name is Anibal Arroyo, and I met him at a Star Wars convention, which I had no place being. So I had we had a set up at a Star Wars convention in Jersey. I thought because of Cosmic Wars, it was a shoo-in. Yeah, no. And so it was. Didn't
you have enough Doodie Star Wars prints on your table?
At that time, there was no Doodie. At that time, it was Cosmic Wars, and we were dead a painful death. And so then, two good things happened from there. Number one, we got filmed and interviewed and put in a independent comic book documentary called Inkswell that went to DVD. So that was good. And the other thing was we met Anibal Arroyo. And when I met him, I knew when I saw his style, it's like, oh, that's what I've been looking for. When I created Forbidden, I already had all the concept designs, the character designs. I had the bios, the Bible. I had everything written. I was just waiting for the right person. And then he started working on it. Then I left comics for 10 years. So I dropped, we only did 3 issues at that time. And I walked away. I came back in 2019. It was right. Interesting year to come back, because right after that we had the lockdown and everything just went crazy, right? What an introduction. And but the world changed, right? Everything changed. So I was out of the game for 10 years. I didn't do any shows, no conventions. And before that, we were doing like 18 conventions a year across the US. We were everywhere. We were in Baltimore, we were in Washington, we were in Chicago, in Pittsburgh, we were everywhere, in San Diego. And then I just stopped. And coming back after the 10-year hiatus, the world changed, technology changed, everything changed. And now I found myself playing catch up. And in a time where I had a lot of great immediate success, because I was on national television, I was in newspapers, I was on radio, and I was getting a lot of recognition for Doodie and the books then. And then the world changed, and I wasn't fitting in, and I needed to figure out how to get acclimated and get caught up with what's changed so fast. And it's like I was in the desert or something for years, and I just came back to civilization. I don't know what the hell happened. And so Forbidden. So then I decided to bring Forbidden back into the game. I commissioned an artist that I found on DeviantArt. His name is Prime Santra. Did a fantastic job finishing what Anibal has started. And I had a guy named Eric Ifata, who was a concept artist. He's done stuff for gaming and all that stuff. So he did the wraparound cover and packaged it, and then launched it successfully on Kickstarter, and got it out there. And then now I'm just working on getting it into stores. And so as the graphic novel. So I didn't want to do it as floppies. I just wanted it to just tell the story one shot. Doodie, I'm doing as floppies until issue 10 is done. Then it's going to be all 10 issues going to be one big collected edition, and then I'll have that going to stores as well. But floppies for me as an independent is too costly to distribute. So I'd rather do graphic novels, the collected editions, and do it that way. So that's what we're working towards right now.
Nice. The thing about, like, okay, my only problem with graphic novels, and I'm gonna tell you, this is an OCD thing, man, but when you got 20 different titles, 20 different publishers, and all the books are different sizes, and it's like, it looks like crap in your bookcase, right? Right? No, I'm a floppy guy, man. I'm surrounded by boxes and filing cabinets. What can I tell you? I'm a comic guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They didn't have omnibuses and collected editions and all that when I was a kid. You went like spinner rack to spinner rack.
Yeah.
Get your books. There were no stores. There were no back issues. You know, there wasn't nobody doing that back then. It was spinner rack to spinner rack, or you got one of them. My comic came in the mail folded subscriptions.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember those.
I remember those days. Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel used to have those subscriptions. You could subscribe to your title for the year, but that thing would come folded every time.
Yeah.
You know,
we didn't care. We didn't care. We just wanted to read it. Yeah, I didn't know about collecting when I was a kid. I just knew that I just wanted to read it.
Yeah, we didn't care. I was talking about that the other day. That's what manga is today in Japan.
Yeah.
It's a disposable medium.
Yeah.
They read it, they leave it on the seat on the train, they get up and leave. They ain't got space in their little apartment for all these books.
No.
You know, I mean,
and to that point, I think the problem is because the bigger companies, they dominate the shelf space. And they're guaranteed sales. It's harder to get a floppy as an independent onto the shelf because real estate costs. And so it's easier to get it once you get your ISB number and barcode. It's easier to get it nationally distributed because you have more options than just a comic shop. You have bookstores as well, and you have traditional retail. And so I think that's the reason. Floppies, I'm always going to produce floppies just for conventions. You'll always have, issues 1 available on floppies at conventions. But once it's collected, from a cost savings, unless the act of God and it takes off, and then But as long as I'm footing the bill, I got to make sure that that it's cost effective for me to produce. So I'll always have the first issue as an introduction at conventions, but I'll have once the series is done, it'll just be trades from that point on. And then I'll probably do like a variant sketch cover here and there as promotional, those kind of things. I'll probably do an annual new #1 cover, for conventions and on my website as an incentive. But I think just because all the expense comes out of my pocket, I got to find the best course to be able to keep doing it. Because we want to, every indie suffers from this moment where you just want to have as many issues as possible and all these things, whatever. But the reality is life tells you, no, you can't do this and you got to do it this way. So my bread and butter has always been conventions. And I always do well at conventions. And I love being at conventions because I love talking to people and connecting with people. But for the retailers, for me, it'll just be the collected. For conventions and on my website, you can always get the floppies or on a Kickstarter.
Well, see, the cool thing about the conventions, too, is that you can do con-exclusive codes.
Yes.
Which that's what the collectors want. They want the thing that's a low print number that, hey, someday this guy might take off. And I got this low print number, Emerald City Con Edition or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's what collecting really is about now, is catching that rare thing and hope, and maybe it blows up someday.
Yeah, the last time I was at Emerald City Comic Con was when Invader Zim was dominating the market, and we were there. George and I were there, and we had a booth. And when we got there was a line for like blocks long. We're like, oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a ball. It was like thousands and thousands of people just for the creator of Invader Zim. I was like, and we had a booth next to Image Comics, and we're all just watching that guy just with this line of hordes of people just waiting for him. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. You know, it's like you don't know what's going to catch. You don't know what's going to catch fire.
Yeah.
Keep throwing fuel on your thing.
You just gotta keep at it. I mean, one day, the universe will align in your favor as long as you're consistent. I think consistency pays off. You just can't control timing, right? And so you just got to be at the right place at the right time, and you have to be consistent, and you have to be optimistic, and focused. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. Is just no matter what, I always find myself coming back to the art table. I always find myself coming back when I'm the most unsure, when I'm the most frustrated. I find comfort in sitting behind the chair, grabbing my pen and illustrating and just escaping. Then I find myself, I forgot why I'm frustrated. I forgot why I'm unsure. And now I'm even more determined, right? Somehow psychologically, I'm back in the game just by picking up that pen, right? So you got to find what works for you.
Yeah. And I totally get that, because like way back in the beginning when I first started doing this, when I started doing CRoM, which we'll tell that funny story in a minute, but I was doing CRoM and I couldn't get people to do press releases about it. I couldn't get nobody to give it no love, right? And Brian Polito was like, Pops, nobody gave me press for a long time.
Yeah.
After the split with Chaos and everything, is like, man, I couldn't get nobody to touch an article about me. It's like, just stick with it. Just keep doing it. Don't stop. Just keep doing it. Well, I obviously took that to heart, because here we are 6 years later. I don't do CRoM anymore, but I do press releases of my own for people. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got over that hump of not caring and just doing the work.
Yeah. I'm glad you shared that story about Brian Polito, because he was the first one, and it was back at the 2003 or 4. It was our first convention ever. It was me and George and Roberto Nunez. We were introducing Rush 5377 and Cosmic Wars. We were able to negotiate and getting a free booth at the Big Apple Comic Con, and I don't know how I did it. I was a slick youngster, and so we got a free table, the whole bit, and we're killing it. Right, we have full gloss color comic books, where most independents at that time were doing ash cans or they were doing grayscale. Right. And we had full glossy cover pages. And so Brian Polito came over to us and he says, I couldn't help but watching you guys. You guys are going to be the next best thing. And I was like, and he sat down with us and he was giving us things to avoid. And he was telling us throughout this journey, and he was just giving us life lessons, and he didn't have to do that. And we thought my cheeks were hurting from smiling so much. Right. And I was like, oh my gosh, Brian Polito's talking to us. Right. And the fact that he gives of himself, right? So he was selfless. He was one of those creators that, for me, I was like, are they all like this? I found out they're not all like that. But he was a gem. And for me, I felt like it was great. It was a great lesson for some aspiring guys coming into a game, for a professional to take a moment to just say, I see you. I feel compelled to share some things that you might want to avoid. And they were great lessons.
Dude, he's cool. Look, he actually inspired CRoM. Just so people are clear, okay? Nice. When Emerald City went down in 2020, Brian and I were friends. We talked all the time. Okay, we talked online, and I asked him, I was like, dude, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Emerald City just went down, and I know he had already shipped all of his con exclusive Emerald City stuff to the, and he's like, I got so lucky. He goes, my wife was on it. Francesca was on it. She got a hold of the shipping company and got them to stop that delivery before that stuff went in the building, had it all shipped back to Phoenix, and they did an online show that weekend.
Wow.
And sold all their stuff.
That's amazing.
Because they had a fan base that they could do that, right?
Yes,
okay, well, I'm sitting here with all my friends in my little Facebook group that their whole summer just blew up in their face. Okay. And I'm like, what can I do to try to help all these people still get out here and have a place to try and sell their books? And that's how CromCon was born.
That's awesome.
Okay. Now, the other day, I reposted an old post.
Yeah, I saw that. You got me. I got punked.
I posted it from 5 years ago. It was like, you know, share your memories thing. And it was from CromCon 11.
Yeah,
and a little while later, I got a message from Sam going, can I get the 3 o'clock spot on CromCon?
Yeah, you got me.
I'm kind of like, bro, we don't do that anymore, but we got you. We got all kinds of stuff. Right? Look, that's the other thing, Sam. I want to make sure you know. Get a hold of Ryan Permison. Go on Freewheeling Friday. Get a hold of Kevin Davis. Go on the Keversile Network. All these shows on our network that have different audiences.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
See what I'm saying? Man, look at the Meg TV. Look at the schedule and just start hitting these people up. Even if they do draw streams, you go out on their draw stream and they'll draw your character while you talk about your book.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's wide open now. And we definitely have a true network, and it's starting to do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Nice. It helps when people like you come out and participate.
It's been a challenge because the timing. And so luckily my office got closer to home. And so I knew, because I left the office at 20 minutes before the start time, and I raced home, and I got here like 2 minutes before start time. And
that's what I mean. It's like now we got so many shows. Like Freewheeling Friday is 11 p.m. Eastern on Friday night. You know, Kevin's is at 4 o'clock on Friday. Everybody shows at different times, but there's a bunch of them. So you can definitely get out here in front of some different audiences.
Yes.
You know, just ask Lori. She'll hook you up with the people you want to talk to, you know, over here on our side of it. Nem show, man, same thing. You know, it's like Dash's show, the weekend ones, whatever. Man, we got tons of shows you can come out on. And I want to make sure that you get as much coverage out of what we do as you can.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know,
definitely appreciate it.
Now, I have my co-host sitting there, and he's probably got like a dozen questions because I ain't going to say shit yet. Ghosty, take over for a minute, man. Go ahead.
Sure, man. So what's next, man? What's next? Once you get this out, get it all kicked off, get it backed, then what else? You know, once you can ghost with it.
Dog, what that's next is issue number 8 of Disneyland in My Toilet. So that's coming out next. I have in between that, next Friday, I'm heading to Oklahoma for Texoma Comic Con. And that's my 3rd appearance there. And George is actually flying in from the East Coast. We go there together. You know, Lori will be there. A bunch of creators will be there. So it's always a great time. And then after that, I have LitCon. And then pre-comic book day, I always do a book signing at one of our local comic shops. But yeah, there's the end of My Toilet is next. All depends on how successful Cosmic Wars does. If the demand is there to bring back the follow-up issue, then I will end the year with the follow-up to Cosmic Wars. If not, I will continue with Disneyland My Toilet. So Cosmic Wars is allowing me to test to see if this is the right time for this product. So I needed to get this off my chest. I'm putting all of my tricks into this book. And I definitely want to finish the series for Disneyland in My Toilet because so I've had the first 7 issues done. I have the first volume graphic novel done, and it's a 10-part series. So for Disneyland in My Toilet, because after that it goes on to Doodie. He's the main character. So the toilet is the punchline, and that you won't know about that till issue 10. The significance of it. And so that's next. Right after Cosmic Wars, I'll be launching Disneyland in My Toilet number 8.
Nice. See, and I'm one of them people that got caught not being in on Doodie at the beginning and have to wait for the collected edition because I can't afford to buy 8 comics. I'm a broke ass. Everybody knows that. I'm over here begging to keep the network alive half the freaking time, you know. It's what we do, though. We do that stuff, though. Look, I don't beg people for donations. We have tons of cool merch over on the Madness on the Meg TV website, megtv.shop/shop. You find all kinds of stuff, mugs and hoodies, and we even do custom stuff, right?
Nice.
If you saw something that you liked in one of our shows, you know, and you're like, Pops, I want that on a coffee cup. I'll talk to the artist. I'll be like, hey, is it cool we put that on a coffee cup? Artist usually says, oh, hell yeah, do that. And people can buy that particular piece of art wrapped around a coffee cup or on a hoodie or whatever. We customize what you want because I want you guys to get something for helping us. I don't want you to just give me money. I want you to buy something cool, some comics from us, the Ozzy Art Book, whatever. That's how I want you to help us out, by getting something in return, you know? Yeah. So, you know, I saw that, Ghosty. Ghost Pepper up there dropping donations on Pill right now. And he works here. No.
I still wanted to keep going, man. You can't just let, you know, you have the means, man, and you see some of these artists out here and some of these shows and stuff, man, give a little something, because without it, guess what? We're just going to have like news and stupid sports ball. And who the hell, we all tired of that crap. We want some more culture in our lives. You got to support these people like Mr. Samuel here. Because if you don't, you're not going to have anything cool to look at and read. You're just not.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. I mean, we got to get the word out.
A lot of people do this for love, for the love of their characters and the creations, but they still need the money to print them and deliver them to you guys. So,
yeah. I mean, he just said, you know, he was rushing home from work. I guarantee you this guy would love to quit work and just do comic books. I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
You know what? I mean, so
yeah.
So and if you wanted people like this to be able to do it full time too, you got to support them. You got to at least share their stuff out. You know, you got to do that. If you don't do it, then guess what? It just fades away, and next thing you know, you're stuck reading the newspaper, and that's all you got.
Yep.
Who the hell wants to read that damn thing?
And watching 85 different people's opinions of what the news people's opinion was.
Oh God,
yeah. That shit's getting old.
I've developed a severe news allergy. I start breaking out and stuff, and getting short of breath, and all kind of shit every time I watch it. So I learned to stay away from it.
Yeah, man, it gets stale. That's what I mean. We need stuff to uplift, stuff that makes us smile, stuff that makes us chuckle. I mean, if you're a horror fan, stuff that makes you jump out your chair. We need the things that we love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? And this is one of those things. Look, I like the people that come out here and show their chops. They're like, I'm not just this guy. I can do this. I can do this. Sam comes out here with 3 different titles. He's showing you that he can do all this different stuff. We got other people like that too, man, that come out and show their chops in different. John Dexter comes to mind. He's got the Alpha Dogs and the Space Cruising and the Dime Store Detective. It's like totally 3 different types of stories going all at the same time, right? This is cool. This is when you know these guys are talented, when they can jump genres. They're not just like stuck in one lane.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And Sam's one of these guys, man. It's like you gotta love true creativity and true talent, and that's the kind of stuff we like to promote.
I mean, just like Samuel was talking about earlier, how, you know, when even for him, you know, it's his escape, it's his way to tune all that mess out of the day and of this wacky world we live in.
Yeah.
And you know, if you don't at least share people's stuff, if you can't afford it or whatever, you can still share it out, because you want stuff like, you want to be able to one day get that book or that floppy in your hand and be able to read it and escape.
Yeah.
And leave all that other mess behind. And then when you get done with the book, you're gonna be like, damn, when's the next one coming out? Then that's when, you know, that's when the your own creative juices can kick in, you know, and you can help with get creative on how you share it, where you share it, stuff like that.
Yep.
You never know what can spark the flame out there, man. And these people work hard at what they do, and they're great at it. So,
and that's the crazy thing about it. You really don't know. Sam, do you have a trailer for this?
Say it again.
Do you have a trailer?
It won't. The trailer will be available during the live launch. I have a promo video for it. But
I was going to say I can, add it to our little list of things that we share at the end of the show. Send it to me.
Yes, I got to send the link.
So after you launch and you release that trailer, make sure you shoot it to me.
I can play it. Yeah, I can. I got to log on in order to do it. So let me give a second.
I play Space Monkeys at the end of the show. I played the Jake Bishop trailer at the end of the show. I have no problem adding your trailer to the end of our show. That's what we do. That way, it doesn't matter what we're doing. We might be showing a movie on Pilled, and at the end of the movie, there's your trailer. Bang! We don't do it at the beginning of the movie because that's a movie theater thing.
Yeah.
Y'all sit down to watch our show, you better already have your popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you got to love it, man. When you see these people, the creativity that they come up with, man, it's so much better than most of the stuff out there today to read and stuff. You see these indie artists doing this. I've read enough Spider-Man for 3 lifetimes. I need more. I need different.
Well, yeah,
like this is different,
We have so many people that are companies that just gravitate back to Batman and gravitate back to Spider-Man. It's the same thing, it's like rehashed this over and over. Look, by now there should be Spider Babies.
Yep.
Peter should pretty much be retired, except for maybe brain training, teaching these kids how to be little Spider-Man. But those should be the only Spider-Man. There shouldn't be Spider-Gwen and they ruined it. I mean, they should just stuck with the one continuity. Losing words. Continuity that everybody would have stuck with. But they did so much stupid shit, and now it's like everybody's like, oh, another Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's another one. Oh well, I'll pass. Another Spider-Man movie. I'm not going to see it in the theaters. I'll wait till it's free. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
I'll be honest, they lost me at the Clone.
Yeah.
They truly lost me at Ben Reilly.
And they almost had me back with like the Venom ones where he was turning it and all that. But then after that, I was like, man, this is right back to the same mess.
Yeah, it's not letting me log on, but I'll send you the link.
Yeah, just I'll shoot you here. I'll put my email in private chat. Just shoot it to me. That email thing that I hardly ever look at unless I do something. It's just the way it is, man. I hate email. I've always hated email.
Yeah, Pop's like, where you sending? I sent an email. Don't send a fire email. Damn me. I don't look at that crap.
You're gonna see it if you put it over there.
Yeah, that's only for important stuff. It's not that important. Okay. Send it regular.
Contract stuff like that. Yeah, you see email. The rest of it, no. Talk to me on Facebook. Call me. Rather you just call me. I'm old school like that, man. I'd much rather hear somebody's voice or like talk like this backstage in StreamYard or something.
Yeah.
Do that text thing. I mean, my fingers are wrecked as it is. Give me a break.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can get that, but
Dylan wants a Storm movie that is as comic book accurate as possible. Look, I'd be fine with that. Go back to Gambit. Go back to the first appearance of Gambit and do that story right there. Yeah. Keep it comic accurate. It'd be cool, right?
Nope, just Wolverine. That's all we get over and over and over.
Wolverine, Deadpool, Spider-Man.
Over and over.
Some Avengers. Little Avengers. Let's see now. Is it going to be there? I can't see it. It's going to be in spam. Where's it going to be?
Huh? No, I'm still trying to upload it to.
Well, just make sure you email it to me. You don't have to do it right now. Just make sure you email it to me.
I will.
I'll add it to Lori's studio. I'll add it to Nem's studio. You know, different people can play it that way, especially the people that you're cross promoting with. Obviously, you know. So,
Okay, I got it here. Let me share my screen again.
Okay.
It says it's. I don't know what was going on with this computer.
Oh, that's CRoM. Anything tech, we just blame CRoM.
Yep.
Right. Just so you know,
He's at it again, huh?
Yeah, he loves to mess with our stuff. So you know.
Yeah. So there it is.
We are just a couple of weeks away from the worldwide debut of Cosmic Wars. I created this bad boy when I was 12 years old, and now I get to share it with you. But you're going to learn a lot about the characters, the heroes and villains, and all the excitement about the series. But I am here today to tell you about 3 ways where you, as a backer, will get some free stuff, some cool incentives. First, if you sign up today and if you pledged on day 1, make a physical pledge, you become an honorary Cosmic Guardian Defenders of Freedom. This 4-inch sticker will be yours, free of charge, just for backhand. And for all backers that pledge $25 or more, you're going to get this exclusive Cosmic Gorf trading card. This is yours just for backing the campaign at $25 or more. And then there's one more surprise. I got a buddy of mine. He's got space monkeys. And I did this amazing piece, a crossover between Gorf and space monkeys. And if you back both campaigns, if we get at least 10 physical backers for both campaigns, then you're going to get this print right here by me in the mail from me. That means everybody who pledged on this campaign, physical pledge, just for having 10 of you back both campaigns. That and much more. So have you signed up? Let's go.
Go.
There it is.
Most excellent. Most excellent. I like that. I said
yeah.
most excellent. I like that.
Yeah.
That's just make sure you send that to me.
Yes.
You know, and I'll, like I said, I'll make sure put it in everybody's studio, and we'll be playing it. Now, look, people, Space Monkeys. I don't just want the print. I want the crossover story. Okay, now let me throw this at you real quick.
Ooh, that would be cool.
CRoM as the game master, making the space monkeys fight the cosmic people over there. The corporate, Because CRoM likes to do stuff like that. He's a mischievous guy. He's not. He don't want to kill us, but he loves messing with us.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And I think he'd love messing with the space monkeys, and he wants that crossover. He wants to control that crossover.
Nice.
So, guys, go sign up right now. Right now, the link is pinned over here in the YouTube chat. But I'm gonna drop it again. Go check it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We launched Thursday night on Cast the Craze podcast at 7 p.m. Central, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there will be raffles. There'll be a backer raffles based on the backer count, and we'll be announcing the winners during the live stream, and so we always make it fun. And again, first day, it's real. First day backers, they get that really cool sticker, and there's also the 24-hour bundle, which is you're gonna want to get that 24-hour bundle because once it's gone, it's gone. So there's a lot of great stuff that happens on the first day, and the campaign lasts for 31 days. But with Kickstarter and the algorithms, it's always good to try to get it funded on the first day, and then Kickstarter will show you to the world. So try to make it fun. I try to make it exciting. I'm looking to have the guest artists on the show for the live launch as well. And so
What
it's going
time
to be
is the
fun.
launch party at? What time?
7 p.m. Central Texas time, and which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 p.m. We'll be almost done with the movie. So we might like screen snipe you after the movie's over, if you don't mind, and just blast you out over here too.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely. Yes. Believe me, I'll take all the help I can get. But it's exact. Cosmic Wars is very different from what you see out there, right? And you're gonna fall in love with Gorf. There's a lot of layers to him, and there's a lot of pressure on him to take on protecting the cosmos and the universe and the kingdom, and he struggles with failure. He struggles with being vulnerable, and he goes into solitude rather than leaning on the people closest to him. So he's fighting his inner demons as he's trying to find the exterior demons. So there's a lot of things that he has to overcome in this journey.
Cool. Now,
I like it.
as always, go ahead, Ghost.
I was just saying, I like it. I think it's cool.
Thank you.
The whole concept of what he's got going on here is very interesting.
Thank you.
Well, see, and that's the thing about Sam. Most everything he does is funny. It's entertaining, which is why we're here, to entertain others.
And
right?
good for all ages. I have a manga-loving 13-year-old girl that also loves comics, and
Awesome.
she loves it when it's kind of bubbly and goofy, and this is would be right up her alley. And of course, I love it.
Oh, she she loves strong female characters. There's a bunch of strong leaders in there. You have Empress Nani, you have Princess Reina, you have Whimsy, who's a young, aspiring guardian and who is just unpredictable. And there's a lot of really good, cool characters in this series, and a lot of layers. I mean, you have Zarkinar and Zanzarax, and you have Professor Ramses, and you have there's just so many different characters.
Yeah, and see, I also own a store, and I have a big desk in my showroom where I put comics out because people will come in to buy stuff, and the kids aren't really welcome to talk business.
Right.
So they need something to keep them quiet. And when they go over there and see a bright colored glossy comic book, they grab it and go to read, and they shut up. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a thing, and then the parents are like, "You want one of those too?" And I'm like, "Yep, here's where you get it right here." And so
awesome.
it don't happen as often as I would like, but it does happen. It does happen because most people's not really bringing their kids, but a lot of people do. So, and if you got something for them to do, some candy and some comic books, they'll stay right there and read them.
Absolutely.
Mommy, I want one too.
There's so many people in the normie world that don't even know comic books exist. At least not at this level. All they know is Marvel and DC.
Oh, I've heard a bunch of people tell me like they still make those things. I'm like, what, comic books? Like, yeah, they do.
And if they do know, like I said, if they do know, it's the big two, or maybe they know a little Image, a little Dark Horse. But they, unless they're comic people, they don't know.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here. We're here to educate, to entertain, and to educate. Right? This is good stuff. It's good stuff. Your kids can read it. Check it out. Be ready for it on Thursday night. We'll make sure that we holler at you again to remind you over here on the network that Sam's going live.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you again. And you can visit dudiesworld.com. It's being redesigned, so but it's there now, and as well. And you can also check me out every Tuesday nights on Cast the Craze podcast. We're always live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And we are the first independent comic book podcast in the game, founded in 2005, and the longest running independent comic book podcast. And we do it because we want to shed light on other indie creators as well. So we're fans of the art form, and we felt that we need a voice, and we wanted to be one of those to be able to give a voice. And so we have a lot of fantastic guests. We're over 600 and something episodes. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, go over there and subscribe to his channel too, guys.
Yeah,
Because
man.
he's been doing this so long, he should be having like thousands and thousands of subscribers by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, spell the channel name for everybody.
It's Catch the Craze podcast. It's with a DA, not a THE. So Catch the Craze podcast. It's on
All right.
YouTube. It's on Spotify, on
I've been on it.
iHeart.
Oh,
Yes, you've been on it. Yes, absolutely. Lori's been a return guest. We've had a lot. We've also had Mike Avon Oming on the show. We've had a lot. We've had Brian Polito on the show. We've had a lot of different people on the show.
that reminds me of the first CromCon, Sam, the very first one. You know how we used to do a panel at the end Sunday night of people, like the sign off, Brian Polito hosted the first panel.
Wow.
The first at CromCon 1, he hosted the first online panel to end the show for us.
That's fantastic.
He's cool dude. He came back a couple years in a row on the anniversaries too. I didn't bug him every month because dude's busy, but it's like every year on the anniversary, I was like, "Hey, Brian, come back."
Yeah. He's a good guy.
And look, these guys have been around a long time, man. They should have a huge following by now. That only happens if y'all share out what they're doing. Okay, help their reach grow. I tell everybody, my reach is only this far. If you don't take what I'm doing and share it out to your people, it ends right here.
Yeah.
Okay, we need everybody's help. All these guys need everybody's help. All these people running shows need everybody's help. Help us grow. Just click that freaking share button once in a while. That's all. No matter what it is, if it's a campaign or a show or whatever, don't be afraid to show your people that you're a freaking nerd. Look, I know so many people that are like afraid to post on their Facebook that they like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They
trying
to
be too cool.
No, I don't care. Do it anyway.
Yeah, they're trying to be too cool. Yeah.
Guess what? You're a nerd. Hit the share button.
That's it, man. It's like it's pop culture, man. It's everybody reads comic books.
Look, we got all kinds of stuff. People are doing movies, people are doing animation, people are doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Be involved. If you see somebody that needs help funding a project, if you see somebody that, could use some more eyes on what they're doing, hit that share button. Don't take no freaking time. Just do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, one last thing, Sam.
Yeah.
Well, two last things, actually. What's your favorite album art, cover art? Your favorite album cover art?
Album? Music?
Not favorite album, favorite cover art on an album.
Wow. No one's ever asked me that question.
I know. Isn't that sweet?
Album art cover. You got me on that one. Oh, wow.
Come on, think of all them cool album covers.
Where it's so it goes back to when I was a kid. I had an album. He is a mouse. It was the 12-inch records albums, and he was a mouse, and Topo. I think he was Italian mouse. Topo Gigio. It was a beautifully illustrated cover, and I have that still to this day since I was a kid, and it's in a box in my shed. I still have that cover. I still have that album. I still have it all there. So for me, it was that because it stood with me my entire life since I was 4 years old.
All right. Yeah, I hit people with that. Everybody says the same thing. Nobody ever asked me that before. Because look, when you're interviewing somebody like Chuck Dixon, who's been on how many freaking shows, been interviewed by how many journalists in his career, right? It's like you got to come up with something that makes them go.
Yeah, that one no one's ever asked me. I never even thought about that, and I start thinking about so I was like, what was the Beatles covers? What was this? I was trying to think of like and I'm dating myself because I'm like Bee Gees. What were their covers like? So I don't know. There was a lot of metal covers, but I just don't remember all of them off the top of my head.
Oh, I know which one mine is right away. There was an album by Rush called "Farewell to Kings," and there's a like mannequin type girl sitting on a throne, like all like pinked over, and the throne is in a like a dump.
Nice.
Right? Like garbage dump.
Right.
Like piles of garbage all around, like or apocalyptic waste, whatever. And A Farewell to Kings, the first line of the song is as we turn the pages of history, as these days have passed long ago, will they read of us with sadness for the seeds that we let grow? And there's the like the mannequin queen sitting in the junkyard, like this is all we got left.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. Things that made you think. I loved music that made you think back then. And the album cover was cool as hell, right? It was like, man, it was the first time I looked at the album cover, and then actually started studying it in comparison to the lyrics of the title song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like somebody listened to that song and then created that album cover.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. So always been my favorite. About you, Ghost?
Probably Perfect Circle, Mare de Gnomes. Because the album cover, when you pulled it out, each page was like a hologram, and it did different stuff. But then when you folded it all out, it was like one big poster of what was actually on the front, and it was all holographic. You could walk by it, and it almost like it changed to 7 different things when you walk by it. It was kind of this abstract thing, but it was just so cool to me, and I still got it hanging on my wall to this day.
See, there you go. Now, one last thing. This is the last thing, Sam. This is the last one.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
I like to make sure that nobody walks away going, damn, I didn't get to talk about this, or they didn't ask me about that. If there's anything that we didn't cover that you want to make sure people know about, podium's yours, bro.
I think I talked about what I've done. I think if I could leave you with this, if you're an aspiring creator, whatever that is, whether it's comics or whether it's puppets or whatever, or claymation, and you always believed that it was possible, but the circumstances don't present itself. Stay focused, stay committed to it. Even if it's once a week, you'll be surprised what happens when you have an outlet that's yours personally, and have fun doing it. And don't worry about critics, and don't worry about opinions. Worry about how much it means to you, and it'll resonate, and people will recognize it, and people will see it. And I think the truest art form are the ones that come from the soul. And when your soul speaks through creativity, people respond. So I know the world's tough, and I know sometimes we get a raw deal, but that's your safe space. That's your creative space. That's where you're most free. Keep doing it, even if you can only invest 2 hours a week. Keep doing it. You'll be surprised at the end of the journey how much you've accomplished, as long as you stay focused on what makes you who you are, and don't worry about the noise, because there's always noise out there. But stay focused. I think that's what I'll leave. Yeah.
Do what you love, man. I mean, look, there's no better inner therapy than doing things you love to do.
Yeah, man.
Hanging out with people you love to hang out with.
Yeah.
Look, that's life. That's the part of life that too many people miss. It's doing the things you love and hanging out with the people you love.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to ask questions, man. And I think sometimes we, in this world, everybody wants to be the ones with the answers, but no one wants to ask the questions, right? And It's okay to say I don't know, and it's okay to go and ask people who do know and learn from their mistakes. Right? There's a lot of people who are walking the path that you're about to get on, right? So that nothing's stopping. In fact, I'll give you. I have a mom and her son reached out to me with a lot of questions, right? And so I spent a Saturday, I put all the information together and I sent it to them. And I said, here's some things that you want to be aware of. These are some really good resources. These are some good, right? And because they took the time to reach out, and I don't know them, right? And then I said, but you know what? You asked me. And so I feel like I have an obligation to at least tell you what I know. But I'm not the only source. And I gave them sources out there of people that I go to, right? So share the information. Don't, because people will find it. It might take them longer because you don't want to share it, but man, sharing is a gift, and what you give is what you get back in return. So don't be afraid to be selfless with yourself and the information that you have, because the universe will pay you back, in ways that you would never deem possible.
Oh yeah. Karma is the thing. So I got one final question for you, Samuel.
Sure.
So if there's an upcoming indie artist out there, what's your best advice that you could give to them to kind of give them that little bit of push to get out there and actually do the thing? What's your advice for a new upcoming artist?
As an artist, draw the things you don't like to draw. And it's one of the things that I learned later. I used to avoid big cityscapes. I used to avoid technology. I used to avoid animals. I used to avoid women, right? I used to just stick to the muscle-bound guys or whatever, and it slowed my growth. And so what I did was I started like bicycles. It's obnoxious to draw bicycles for me, right? So I said, I'm going to draw a kid on a bike in every different angle, from every different perspective point, whether it's a bird's eye view, worm's eye view, from the behind, until I can draw it in my sleep, right? And so tackle the things that make you most uncomfortable, because you strengthen that, your art gets better, and you'll be surprised how your confidence build, and then it'll show in your pages and you'll get more work. Back in the days, Rob Liefeld used to get away with not drawing feet and all this other stuff. You can't do that today, right? The talent out there is really amazing. There's a lot of great artists out there, right? So do yourself a favor and draw the things you don't like to draw while you're drawing the things you like to draw, because it'll merge in the middle and you'll become a better artist for it.
Well, great advice, man. Good stuff.
Thank you.
I want to show you something funny, Sam, that we found on a movie last Monday. Now I'm going to get somebody like Ghost Pepper to redub this and change the dialogue just a little. I'll explain that afterwards, but check this out.
But what's the playbook on this?
For this, there is no damn playbook. I mean, we got lots of playbooks. The ones that account for pole shifts, computers becoming self-aware, space monkey attacks, all kinds.
Space monkey attacks.
We're going to change that to 3 different scenarios. I mean, we're going to leave space monkeys,
right?
But we're going to put cosmic wars and undead apocalypse as the other 2.
We have playbooks for everything. We have playbooks for undead apocalypse. We have.
That's awesome.
There you go.
See, we're going to change that so it covers
cosmic wars, space monkey attacks, man. What are we supposed to do?
That's awesome.
So,
look, we found that so organically. We're like watching a movie. The day we're watching the movie is the day of Nim launching the Space Monkeys, right? And we're just la-di-da watching the movie, and it hits, and he's like, "Space monkey attacks." We're like, "Hold up, pull the whole show over." Wait a minute.
I had to go clip that out the show right away, man. I had to go clip that because, and like I said, man, I'll get Ghosty or somebody to redub that so that it says, apocalyptic. Undead apocalypse, and we have a
cosmic wars,
cosmic wars, and space monkey attacks. We're gonna, cover all 3 of you. It's gonna be funny. We'll play it all month, man.
Nice.
That's how we do this, man. It's fun. Have fun, everybody.
Oh yeah, man.
And
like you were saying earlier, you get in what you give out.
Yes.
And the universe has a funny way of giving you exactly what you need when you need it. So
Yep.
if you're helping when even you're like, I should be doing my own thing or blah blah blah, but you're helping others, the universe will reward you.
Absolutely.
You'll come back just out of nowhere. These people will be promoting your stuff. Like, I don't even know these people. Thank goodness for whoever they are. Like thank God.
Yeah.
You'll see. It's just a way of life works. People, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Woody, where you been? It's good to see you, bro. Welcome back. We miss you, man, when you're gone. Gray Wolf popping in. Halfway done with his project. Wants to get it done before he launches, and he has to figure out how to update his promo vid. So I'm gonna go look at that and see anything I can help him with there. This is what we do, guys. Everybody supports each other. Everybody promotes each other and helps each other out, man. And that's how we all grow. So
Absolutely.
keep doing that thing, everybody.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here because I got a bunch of ads I want to play on the way out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with that Space Monkeys.
There you go.
Have you seen this video, Sam?
Yes.
All right. Well, we got that. We got Jake Bishop, and we got a few of them we're gonna play on the way out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go check out Goodbye to Romance, the Ozzy Osbourne art book. Lou Pons, who did work for both Sam and Nem,
Yes.
did work for both of them. She has a piece in that book as well. Go check out Goodbye to Romance on Find My Comic. Help us pay the bills, yo.
Yeah. Word.
Do it. That's how we do it. Peace, everybody. Have a great evening.
Peace.
We're gonna get out of here. Bye.
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the vernacular.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Say how to five dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku, or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.